Hello, my absolutely beautiful astrology soulmates. It's me, Stormie Grace, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of December 11th, where we have got this beautiful Sagittarius new moon happening this week. And just keep in mind, if you haven't checked out the new moon in Sagittarius video, it was a really good idea to go over and check that out. I'll make sure I link it here, and I'll also put it at the end of this video as well, so that you can check it out and really see how this is moving and actualizing in your particular chart. And there's also some really cool news that I've got for you. You know, people have been saying, Stormie, how come the videos are coming a little bit later? And I'm going to tell you what, it's because I have been over here building resources for us. And so you're going to start to see some of those things actualizing right over at stormiegrace.com, where now you can pop over to my website, and I'll put the link in the description box down below as well, and go exactly to my new and full moon through the signs and houses pages right on my website. You guys, I have been building a resource list for us so that if you're new or you're advanced or you just need some place to check the astrological information, you have got it. I'm really excited to share with you as well. I just finished over this last weekend over 1,000 different aspects that are happening in the sky, and you're getting ready to see that populate onto our big old resource over at stormiegrace.com. So please head over, check it out, explore all of that good stuff, okay? Now keep in mind as well, you guys, before we jump into the weeklies, that you've got an opportunity to get your digital transit calendars, which is another resource to help us travel more quickly, but also efficiently, and understand what's happening in the cosmic sky. Now, you can get that from our friends at the Wise Sky Collective, Tiffany Harlick. Oh, love her. So make sure you click in the description box down below, take advantage of my coupon so you get a little bit off. But I really want to be sure to be bringing you resources this year that help you not only learn astrology, help you bring it into your life, but help you do it in a way that is quick and doesn't need you to consume 10,000 hours of astrology trying to understand it as well. So make sure you download that, check it out, get it into your phone. Last but not least, if you are ready to learn a little bit more, come and join me in January, kicking off 2024 at Synchronicity University with our beautiful friend Nadia Shah, where I will be teaching about the Aries and Libra North and South nodes for 5 beautiful weeks. It's a chance, move in a little bit closer with me, move in with people that are like you and want to be learning, studying, and speaking the language of astrology. All of this, all the goods are in the description box down below. And last but not least, of course, I have still got on sale until December 31st, my astrology insight packages, where you get 2 60s and 2 30s. And that is a beautiful journey, nice and tucked in and tight with me. We travel live together in your astrology for the year. So if that is something that you're looking for, that kind of support, please click in the description box down below. Take advantage of it while it is half off until December 31st. All right, my absolutely beautiful friends, into the week we go. So right away, we have got this beautiful energy as we're traveling on Monday of Mercury and Venus coming into this sextile. And I have to say, I love this aspect because first of all, you know, when Mercury and Venus are traveling together, especially in a sextile, and they're never really very far from one another, they have this conversation of, you know what, my head and my heart are in the same place. My head and my heart are in alignment. So this is a wonderful day on Monday. The moon is also still in Sagittarius, which is a, you know, encouraging and optimistic energy to begin the week traveling with. But it is this thing where it's like, yeah, my head and my heart are in alignment today. And I feel like I can produce. I feel like I want to do good things. I feel like there's something I want to be able to put out into the world. You know, it is a absolutely wonderful energy. Now, we've experienced this several times this year. We experienced it in May, we experienced it in June, we experienced it in November. So go back into those times. What were you working on? What were you creating? What were you producing? What was kind of coming to mind? Now, one thing that I do want you to keep in mind is that because this is a new moon week, which will just be tomorrow, the energy of Monday is good and it is juicy, but it's more about finish things that have already been started, like get the goose and the clutter out of your way. Monday is not a time where I would say, yes, okay, it's a new moon week, so start your things. It's not like that. And this particular new moon, we're going to talk about it in a second, but it is more about making a fresh perspective start on something you've been trying to make a change into in the first place. So Monday is really a good juicy day get into it. You know, if you needed to sell something, get rid of it. If you know you needed to buy something, it might be a great day where you get a deal. If you're like, I just really need to go through that back room and get rid of some things that don't serve me anymore, it's the day to kind of finish the things up. So really enjoy that, okay? Now, as we do get ready to roll around into the Tuesday energy, of course, we've still got the energy traveling in Sagittarius, which is why we've got this new moon happening at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. So make sure again that you check out your new moon in Sagittarius video so you can see exactly where this is happening for you, particularly where it's happening for you by house. That is something I really want to stress. By house. Look at it by house, because if you try to look at it by sign, if you're using a different housing system and the signs don't actually align on your chart, that can be a little bit confusing. But if you grab your chart, and if you don't have a chart, come get one from me, pull one from astro.com, whatever, right? If you align it by house, this is a little bit easier to bring into understanding and to where it's materializing, okay? But you're planting your seeds of intention at this particular new moon, and it is really about a willingness to seek the truth and to go on the quest and the adventure for the truth, the new perspective, the new reality. But also remembering you've been gathering a ton of information. So changes that you've been wanting to make, maybe even things that you've been trying to actualize, they're here. They're on the table. They really are. But this moon is in a conversation with Neptune. So it's like, yes, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Let's make these changes. I'm about it. But then you're like, whoa, hold on. How come I'm not quite like getting there? And you have to take it step by step by step. And a big piece of the step by step process is going to be the mental, the truth that you don't run up the entire staircase today, right? It's crawl, walk, run. You might be at a crawl, you might be at a walk. You're probably wherever you're in this new truth, not at a run yet, and that is totally okay. But at the new moon, the other thing to keep your mind around is that what you plant for good or for ill, you're going to work on for a while. So be mindful, be choosy. What are you planting in your new garden of perception, of truth, of teachers, of guidance? Who's influencing you? What kind of content are you bringing into your life? Now, one of the ways that the algorithms are really smart is what you're looking at, it's going to give you more of. So use this technological time as well to your benefit. Where do you want to go? Watch that content, program in that content, and then let the algorithm show you the people who are going in that direction, because likely who you're trying to bring in, if you want to make changes, are going to be people who are on the other side of some challenge that you're already having. If you're like, Stormie, I'm absolutely overwhelmed with my finances. I've been trying for years and it's like subconsciously I just can't get there for some reason. But you start watching content about people who have struggled in finance and now found a way to the other side, the algorithm will start to feed that to you. So really, this is another way to let the technology work with you instead of being overwhelmed and like, poo-poo in the tech, you know what I mean? Now, as we're going to close out the day on Tuesday, we do get beautiful void of course energy, which I think we will need by that time because it is still a new moon. We're wrapping up a calendar year. It's busy. You're invited places, the family things, the thoughts, you know, it's all like happening. So enjoy some void of course moon as we're traveling at the end of Tuesday, and then rest as we're starting the Wednesday energy, which means that early in the morning on Wednesday, don't be shucking and jiving and being like, today's the day, I got to do it all. Just ease into Wednesday. And if you can't ease into Wednesday, I think it's a really good opportunity to ask, like, what is it in me, or what's happening with me, or where is it coming from, even from my body, that I can't really do life with some level of ease. And this is not a question of do better, be better, you're not doing enough. It's simply the question of Sagittarius and exploration. What's in my way here? Now, one of the things that has been really, really helpful in my practice and in this last month that we traveled with a group of 62 women was doing the Venus Reset program, where we did my program where you get into your sacred pelvic bowl and all of the stories that sit down there in the womb space, in the cervical space, in the ovarian, in the vaginal space, and we're cleaning that out, and then attracting in more ease. So if that is a program that you're interested in, I'll also put that in the description box down below, and you can spend 22 days getting in there and seeing what is it, what's blocking you, what story is blocking you from just doing the world with ease, okay? Now, after that, we are going to get with the moon being in the vibration of Capricorn. And so we're going to travel here in this Capricorn energy. So here's something I want to just hand you this visual. Because often, and even I do it, I think of Capricorn and I'm like, yeah, the hustler, the manager, right? But there is this other vision of Capricorn that I would love to hand to you right now. If you guys know I love Moana. I've really been on a Moana kick lately. So there's this scene in Moana where she's singing about who we are and I should just take my place as a leader, very Capricorn, right? Like, this is what I was told to do. This is what my family has always done. This is what it always has been. And I just need to get it together and find my seat and really lead my people, right? But the grandma is over in the midst of this whole beautiful, beautiful song. Beautiful, right? And the grandma's over by the water and she's dancing and she's singing her own song of how she is held and moved in the lineage. And she tells Moana, this is how I have to do it. And you may hear a voice calling you in a different way. And when you follow that voice, it's the voice you're getting because it is a seed that the universe planted inside of you trying to bloom, and that is who you are. And she's really handing her, besides this beautiful, movement that she's doing by the water, she's handing her this lineage wisdom of it just doesn't always look like what we're told it's supposed to look like or what you think you're supposed to be looking like while you do that. Instead, the voice inside you may call you to hold the lineage, hold space, hold a vibration in our community in a different way. And I think that this is very applicable to how we are Moon in Capricorn, looking at where do I need to root down into some truth in order for me to restructure my life and rise. Think about this in your own life and your own story and take the example as you need to. Your heart will know what I'm talking about. But, are you working in a way that is what you were told or what you've believed for a long time is how you have to do it, and you're actually starting to find out that you're working or moving in a way that is someone else's dream? And what small step can you take or even consider around that is your truth? How do you need to work, right? Because that may be something different. Are you working? Are you in school again? Are you getting another degree because you think, at my core, I would love to have my name be respected. I would love to be able to, right? Like, why are you doing that degree? Are you doing that degree? Are you doing that class? Are you buying that digital program because you're trying to get known for something? You're trying to produce a feeling by doing the thing, when really, if you just did your own thing the way that you do it, you would achieve that feeling. So I just want to put that out there to you because that's seen in Moana. And if you haven't seen it, my God, please just go to YouTube and, just look up the scene with Moana's grandma and you'll be like, Stormie, I totally understand. So that's just a very different way to view this moon in Capricorn energy because it's coming from an emotional space for you that is like, where do I need to restructure in order to be really efficient, really be really honoring my own story of who I am. Okay, when we get to Thursday, we're going to see the sun in a trine to the north node and therefore sextile to the south node. So this is what I love about this week. I could get teary thinking about what this means for all of us, right? Because I'm in the world just like you are. And Tiffany Harlick describes this particular aspect as, hold on, help is on the way. The universe has heard you. The universe is acknowledging what you've said, and your next set of helpers to help you walk forward to where you need to go next, because it is your destiny, are on the way. Your next set of helpers to show you who and what to surrender a partnership with are absolutely on the way, and you can take action on it. But it is still this moment of the Aries North Node and the Libra South Node. We're in the Aries North Node. I have to step forward towards this north node, towards the direction that I want to go. What do I believe is my purpose? What is coming up through me that is like, okay, I have to warrior, I have to sacred garden, I have to go to. What I'm being shown is my guiding light. And when I do, a person is there, a person, an organization, a whomever, someone that I can look at with my human eyeballs and be like, I see you, thank you, oh my God, is right there to help. But at the same time, the sextile, which is that pocket of opportunity, but we intelligently take action on it, is at the South Node. It says, but what story, what connection, what relationship am I really ready to surrender for the greatest good in order to move away from? Now, it doesn't mean that you need to break up your marriage. It doesn't mean you need to, right? But think about this in terms of conception. I really like to use finance and wellness because I think those are things we can all really easily relate to, right? So it's like in the South Node where I'm letting something go. What is this old idea that I have about I don't actually deserve to be healthy, or I don't actually deserve to not only have abundance, but be my abundance, right? What is that old story? And I'm willing to break my relationship with that story in order to follow a new teacher, to follow a new set of conceptions, to usher in a new story where I'm taking action. Aries is an action sign. I'm taking action to begin behaviors that will change my attitude, change my insights. And then I have this place where I'm walking this opposition of these nodes together. And I'm saying, okay, through new behavior that I've been taught by maybe someone or a resource that has already achieved what I want to achieve, I'm able to create an integration. I'm able to heal, surrender an old story, and create an integration and move forward. It's a wonderful, wonderful energy because it is what allows you to pivot in your life in a direction where you're like, yes, I want to change. I want to move forward. I want to be abundant, Stormie, but I seem to not be able to find it. And so I offer this day to you because first of all, we've already been here. We were here in January 2nd. Go back to your calendar. What was happening January 2nd? What was happening in your life August 19th? What happened? Where were you? Who showed up? Who was a helper? Because this is a time where the universe, through a destiny point, is sending you your helpers to change. Okay, when we get to the 15th, first we're going to see the moon traveling. It spends the day traveling through this Capricorn vibration. Then we're going to avoid, of course, and rest. You're going to be resting when we get to Friday morning. Rest. What is happening at a solar energy for you is a lot of change of perception, and perception change for human beings where the head and the heart get in alignment is huge. And then we will see the moon creep over here into this Aquarian vibration, and I love it because the friends, the teamwork, the social media, a pocket of clarity, like your heart starts to go, okay, I get it. I get collectively how I need to be a part of this. I get maybe a little bit, maybe it's only a small peak, a little sip where you're like, I understand how I can serve or what I meant to do. Now, at the same time, we're going to see Mars action in a trine to Chiron. And I do love this aspect for us as we're here on Friday because it is the hero's journey, right? It is the hero's journey. Chiron, you're not looking at life through just the wound anymore. Not just the wound. Yes, you still may have a pain point in who am I? What is my identity? And that's just what it is. But you're not just looking at it through the pain point. Instead, with new eyes, fresh eyes, some small mustard seed of willingness to walk forward, some small mustard seed of willingness to go, okay, I don't have the whole picture today, but I am willing to, Mars, move my feet. You're able to take actions today that let you move forward. That's really what it is. You're moving forward. Now, again, go back into your life. And I really do think because this is Chiron and it has so much to do with new identities we're forming, which you guys, listen, we're in a new world. We're in a new time. If you think about just the world around us today, we're in a similar perception switch and timing as they were at the Industrial Revolution, right? When you know, Uncle Cato was like the one who handmade the clothes, and Aunt Irma, they made the clothes, and they did all of these things by hand. And then in comes these machines that are big and powerful and can get 3 times as much done in a short amount of time. We're there. We're in the digital revolution, which means that for every single one of us as a person, but in our collective as well, we are changing. And what this means to the identity and how we need to go on the journey now is different, and it challenges us. But today there's a different level of capacity that I think you can handle. And I really think that some of this energy creeps in even at the beginning of the week. And it can stir this interesting place of I'm kind of starting to see the next portion of the journey, but I'm not exactly sure how to get there. So today is a great day for some baby steps. Take those baby steps moving forward, okay? Now, when we arrive to Saturday, we're going to see the sun in a square to Neptune, who has recently come out of retrograde. So, as the sun, light, heat, life, and vitality is squaring against Neptune, who is saying, okay, I've seen some of my old delusions. I had some visions of some things. I had some ideals about some things, and those won't work for me anymore. I need to move something forward. As the sun and Neptune square against each other, first of all, take it easy. This is what I can tell you. Take it easy, because your energy is not boom. It's not big. It's not let's go get them. With this energy, it's lower. It's slower. You have to just take it easy. Tend to your spirit. How do you feel in your spirit? Not how do you feel in your body? Not how do you feel in your mind? How do you feel in your spirit? How's your level of trust? Not faith. I know a lot of people, and you do too, who have faith that the universe has got their back, and they are miserable. Where is your faith plus your trust today? Even if the way seems unclear today, where are you at trusting, taking actions that are like, all right, universe, I don't know what you're doing with my life. I feel a little overwhelmed. So instead of me trying to think my way into what the universe is unfolding for me, I'm going to do the dishes. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to be very present with my child who's standing in front of me, even when I am like so worried that I don't know what's happening. Where are you at displaying trust plus faith with this aspect? Because this square to me is really the trust building in your faith. And we don't build trust with the universe by thinking about how we feel about the universe, right? We do it through trusting, like you fake it till you make it. You're kind of doing this energy where you're like, okay, I don't know, but I know that you will show me. And so again, let's pattern track back, because I think that's really important, but go back to June 18th. Go back there, look through your journals, look through your calendar, look through whatever you've got that keeps time for you. What was happening for you around June 18th, 19th, 20th, that maybe the way was unclear and you had to like suss it out. You had to let the universe day by day, hour by hour, unroll and reveal that thing to you. And yet here you are still today standing. Okay, when we're coming into Sunday, we're coming in void of course moon energy, and we've got quite a long void of course as we're traveling here on Sunday. It's almost it's just a little over 4 hours, I think here. So it's just about 4 hours. So rest, relax, finish up things, be easy, do your Venus reset program if you haven't already tapped into that. Again, click in the description box down below. I'm telling you, we went through that program together, and the response to the healing in there has been absolutely brilliant. So if you're not a part of that, please get in here and get you some, okay? Learn to relax, be in ease, be abundance in your life, in your own life, right? And let what you're attracted to you come to you. This is a great day to do that. And then we're going to end Sunday with the moon moving into the position of Pisces. So it's not a low and slow. When the moon gets active and gets back into the Pisces energy, it's not that it's like low and slow. It's just Piscean. You know what I mean? It's like, first of all, where do you need to just put on a nice holiday movie? and enjoy the festivity of it. Be a little escape. Be in the escape. Be in the daydream of the things. But also, it's a great day on Sunday to say, where am I setting boundaries? Now, I'm going to tell you, for me on Sundays, a thing is that I spend the day with my family. On Sundays, I don't work. So if you email me and you're like, Stormie, my whole life is falling apart, I can't get to you until Monday. I cannot. I'm sorry. I love you. I cannot. And that is a boundary for me. I have Pisces at the descendant of my chart. I have to put up boundaries, or I will be answering emails. I will be whatever all the time. And I'm not anybody's higher power. You know what I mean? But that was something I had to learn. So where are you in learning your boundaries? Where's the Pisces area of your chart where you're like, yeah, Stormie, I need to enact some boundaries? The other thing that happens for me around that on Sundays is I have an absolutely active beauty routine. Absolutely active beauty routine that does not get skipped on Sundays unless, of course, there is an emergency. But it is about a boundary. And I have to say, where am I holding my own beautiful boundaries that allow me to tend beautifully, not just to my physical body, but to my spirit, and not making other people responsible for when I feel resentful when I compromise my boundaries. So this is a great question for you to review on Sunday and Monday as the moon is traveling in Pisces. Where are you making someone else responsible for your resentment of a boundary that you're not holding? But also celebrate, because it's not just all you're doing it wrong, right? Where have you learned some boundaries in the last 30 days that you're like, wow, I am seeing where I have energy conservation because I have learned that I need to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. Or no, this is what I do at this time. I can be of service to you maybe another time. Where is meditation for you? Where is taking a really long, delicious nap? Where is creating, writing, having music in your life as a beautiful Sunday practice? Whatever it is for you that recharges your spiritual cup and requires, because sometimes it requires us, often, let me say not sometimes, often it requires us to also say, I need help with this in some way, or I'm not doing. And if I cannot say that, if I cannot or will not say that, this is where we have an opportunity to go, what is it in me that won't be ease, receptivity, and abundance? What is it in me that won't do this? And that's a great place to just gently, lovingly, creatively explore. All right, my absolutely beautiful friends, I hope you have a gorgeous week, and thank you for all of your love and all of your support. I am continuing to build this big, beautiful resource for us so that we have something active in our community to serve as a quick guide while you're learning. And I am really excited to continue to unroll and unveil what else I have for this community to not only help you learn the language of astrology and become fluent in it, speaking with it, because if you want to have astrology in your life, at some point, you got to stop speaking chicken scratch astrology and like get a little bit of the lingo on the island, which doesn't mean you need to become an astrologer or even move at that level, but we need to be able to have a conversation in the word of the stars that really is you're able to infuse it into your life and feel it, so that when you are on that treadmill, when you're in the office, when you're in there with the kids and the partner, you're like, I do understand. Okay, Neptune has come out of retrograde. What does that mean? How do I navigate the spiritual realm here? How do I navigate the practical realm? So I'm excited to bring you more and more of that. And I love and appreciate the space you have given me to create and to offer what my destiny calling is out for our community and into your life. So I wish you healing. I wish you fun. I am a Taurus. I wish you money and good snacks this week. Just all of it. Okay. I love you each a ton. I look forward to your comments under this video this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.